Hi, this is Swapnil, and it's good to see you after work again. It's been a while since I updated my channel. I've been traveling a lot for work, as you know. In my full time, I'm a tech journalist. I cover enterprise technologies, so I've been traveling for a lot of events. I'm back for a bit. I'll be back again on the planes, going to events. The update is that if you remember the last video, I talked about GR86 and why I was planning to get that car as my midlife crisis car. A lot of water has been through under the bridges that I actually ended up buying a Mustang, and that too Mustang GT Premium. Big difference in pricing between GR86 and the Mustang, but I'll talk about why I chose the car. I'll also quickly talk a bit about something interesting that when I was looking at it, I was watching another channel. I'll put the link there, and their argument was that when you buy a car, buy what you want and nothing else. So I kind of made a wrong decision and I went with bare bones Mustang GT base version. Now, base version has everything same. The engine is same, body is same, brakes, steering, everything is same. The only difference is that some belts and whistles were missing. Cloth seats, two screens, one screen, no memory seat, no power seat for the passenger, no heated steering wheel, no cooling in the seat, and no built-in navigation, if I am not wrong. That's most of what was there in the car, and also only 9 speakers base version. I have 2 kids, and that's why I argued in my previous video that that's why I wanted to buy a car which is 4-seater, so it can comfortably hold 4 people. And GR86 is great. It was a bit smaller. When you have somebody taller sitting, it might squeeze folks a bit. It is a smaller car, but Mustang, it was all great. So anyway, the point was that since I have 2 kids, and I was worried once they sat in the car once or twice that they are going to ruin the cloth seats. They will spill drinks or food, and that will become a problem. So I got aftermarket leather seats, but when I tried to fit them in, it started to look like a Frankenstein's monster, and I took it to Ford because there was some adjustment to be made to the panel, and there was some scratches on the glass, and they said that they may not be compatible with the airbags, the way the seam is there, so the airbag may not even deploy in case of accident. And I was worried that it might affect insurance and all those things. So one more thing, it also did not have the wireless charging, so I had to plug in my cable, and unlike my Highlander, which has a lot of space, Mustangs don't have a lot of space in there. So the wire was all over the place. Then I tried to get a mount, and once again, it started to look like a Frankenstein monster where I get in the car, plug it to charge, and it was kind of not very exciting. The scratch on the back window or glass was also annoying. I talked to the dealer, and they said that, you know what, Ford will not, of course, cover it, and we have to maybe look at replacing the rear window or glass. And a lot of folks were saying, do not do that because the factory seal is better than aftermarket seal. So looking at all those things, I just proposed to a dealer that, hey, hypothetically, what if I want to upgrade my car to GT Premium? Of course, that will take a bit of a hit. And he was like, nobody has done that. It happened only once. So he said, okay, we'll see what we can do. So, and I was like, there's one more thing that I want, which is active exhaust. Because sometimes when I start in the morning or when I go with my wife on the highways, and she doesn't like this loud noise. When she drove it for the first time, she like, it sounds like a truck. She did not like the sound of the engine. Of course, not everybody is a car enthusiast. With active exhaust, you can tone it down so you don't hear the nice growling sound of V8 engine. So we that was exhaust was also a requirement, and I was also looking at if I get Magna-Ride suspension, but then I found that if you want Magna-Ride and everything else, you have to get the performance pack, which makes it more expensive. It affects the mileage and everything, and I actually don't. I'm not going to ride on the track, so it's going to be just my fun car. So I did not need that, but I did need active exhaust. So looked around. They could not find the car in the same color. I had the Grabber blue, but they did find a car in a sister dealership which was Atlas blue. I like Grabber blue a lot, but it was not that bad. And they offered the maid was that the only money I was going to lose was the money that I put towards fee and taxes. Beyond that, they were going to buy the car for the same price that they sold it to us. It was only 10 days or so. Yes, it was a hit, but I like, either I cry every single day when I sit in the car wishing, hey, maybe I got the better one, or I cry once and then enjoy the car for the rest of its life. So I pulled the plug and I was like, you know what? So I pulled the trigger and I like, okay, let's do the swap. And they got the new car and I traded in and I ended up with the GT Premium. It has active exhaust, it has 20-inch wheels, awesome, beautiful wheels, beautiful car. I love the display. So when I compare that with the GR86, of course, there's big difference. More space. I don't have to worry about some of the engine issues that GR86 was known to have. I do love GR86. Actually, my dream car would have been Supra, but Supra is two-seater, so I cannot have that one. So I'm kind of happy that I made this decision of going with Mustang over GR86. Platform is nice, it's comfortable, it has more space, it's spacious. You can get on the longer drive, even if it's 20-inch wheels. It's very smooth on highway. You don't feel, I mean, it is rough, but you don't feel as much roughness as you'll feel on a lighter GR86. So I'm loving this car. There are a couple of things that I really love about this Mustang. Number one is that a lot of people don't like this, but I love it. Why? Because I'm a tech journalist and a tech influencer, so I do like technology, latest technology. So I do like the bigger displays, not as bulky and ugly as the ones that you see in Tesla. It has enough bells and whistles, enough buttons that gives you a feel of a car versus look like, I don't know, a boring, white, minimalistic, I don't know, uninspiring, if that is a word, look and feel of Tesla. So I love the interior a lot. It has all the latest technologies that you can use to fine tune the experience. You can choose the mode you want for the drive. You can choose the mode you want for the steering wheel. So the steering wheel is stiff or smooth. If you get, Magna-Ride, you can also change the suspension depending on the drive. With active exhaust, you can configure it that by default, every time the car starts, it will start in active exhaust mode. So it's like quieter mode, or you can set the timings. You can also configure the favorite buttons. So while you're driving, you can click the button, it will turn the active exhaust on, and you can turn the button and it will, so you don't have to go into the menu. It has built-in map, which is actually much better than the map on my Highlander Hybrid. And it has ton of other feature. Sound system, because of the premium version, it's great. It has built-in bass, which is in the trunk, and it looks like aftermarket bass, but the sound quality is decent. Not as good as my Highlander, but it is a decent sound quality. I also like the look and feel of this car because, yes, I do like the back of Shelby more, but it is sharper. And it has a kind of mix of a modern look and feel as well as maintaining that iconic Mustang look. Mustang, you can go all the way back there, but so it's I'm not nostalgic about cars, about older cars. I'm totally fine with modern cars. So I think it gives you a good mix of look and feel as well. Another thing that I like about it is that it also kind of offers a good mix of a sports car and a muscle car. It's not purely a muscle car as Dodge Charger or Chevy Camaro might be considered. So I feel that it's a good balance, good mix between GR86 and the pure muscle car, because once again, I don't take it on the tracks. I want to drive legally within safe speed, so you can just be cruising and hearing the V8 sound and you love it, or you can just floor it and suddenly you go 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. So it has a mix of both. The most important thing is space. It's enough spacious to seat 4 adults. Of course, it cannot be tall because in the back it may hit the rear window, but my kids, they can comfortably sit there. Even adults can sit there if they're not tall. Enough space with the backpack, car seat, no problem. Of course, the coupe, so you have to enter and exit from the front doors, but it's very, very comfortable for the family of 4. If you're smaller kids, don't even have to think twice. It will, as I said, even adults like me, I'm 5'4", totally fine there. It has enough trunk space. I actually just got my big Pelican Air, which I take my tripods and camera gear, because I have an event in DC. So I'm thinking instead of bringing my Highlander, I'll bring my Mustang. Why not? And I try to fit in there, and not only it fit in properly, it has enough space. I can do my shopping, Home Depot. You can also put the back seats down to make more room for bigger items. So it has ton of space, very easy, very accessible. Opening is also wide enough to put big stuff in there. So from that point of view, it's great. Mileage wise, I have not break it in, so I'm still under 1,000 miles, but I'm getting around 13.5 miles per gallon, which is not bad. My Highlander gives 36, but 13 for a muscle car is not that bad. On the highways, you can get 16 or something like that. So you will be looking at 13 in the city and 16 or 17 on the highways, which is not that bad. I was worried about turn radius, but I checked, and almost every long car has almost the same turn radius. It's a bigger car. It's not tiny as GR86, so it's not that tight, but it's really fun to drive. So if you know, if you're in the market looking for a fun muscle plus a sports car and you want 4-seater, I think a Mustang GT 2024 is a great car. Of course, you know, you might look at Corvette. If you have a lot of budget, you can go with Porsche 911s. My challenge with Corvette and all things is that 2-seaters, and I need 4-seater. They're beautiful cars. So it is also a great platform, Mustang, you know, S650. So I can add modification. I can build on top of this platform. It's a very great platform for future upgrade as well. I'm already thinking of wrapping it up. I'm thinking that color is good, so I may not need wrap. I may put some racing stripes. We'll see. But the point is that it's a very great platform, very stable platform, safe car to have a lot of fun. So that's why I got Mustang over GR86. If you are in the same boat deciding between these two cars, tell me, why would you choose GR86 over Mustang? Or if you made a decision for Mustang, why you bought it? If you own Mustang GT 2024, what are your thoughts? Just share your thoughts and comments in the comments below, and I look forward to talk to you guys again soon in the next video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. See you. Bye.